Last week, my mom and I took a day trip to St. Simons Island, one of the barrier islands off the coast of southern Georgia, known as the Golden Isles. The day before we went was wet, cold, and gray, but the morning of our trip dawned crisp and clear under bright blue skies, living up to the popular vacation spot's reputation by casting a shimmer of golden light across land and sea. But historical accounts also paint another reason for the name. It's believed that early explorers of the coast came seeking gold when they arrived on shore over 400 years ago, only to find a breathtaking landscape instead. Mom and I parked near the water and enjoyed the benefits of slow living for a few hours, along with warm sunshine and a cool breeze, as we explored St. Simons Pier Village on the south end of the island. It's the kind of experience that blends the past and the present in a way that brings into focus how important it is to learn from yesterday and appreciate today. The St. Simons Lighthouse Museum provides rich, fascinating history dating back to the early 1800s and offers a rare look inside the keeper's dwelling, a two-story Victorian structure that was home to the lighthouse keepers and their families. 129 steps above the ground floor, sweeping panoramic views wait for those willing to make the climb. I may or may not have had sore calves for days, but it was definitely worth it. On the north end of St. Simons Island is Fort Frederica National Monument, as well as the site of Christ Church, where John and Charles Wesley once preached under sprawling, moss-draped oak trees before returning to England to help found the Methodist Church. The area now features a church structure built in 1884, after the first one was partially destroyed in the Civil War. And this location is believed to be one of the most photographed locations on the island, possibly even in America, according to some reports. Walking the ground feels sacred. The cemetery on site has a tombstone dating back to 1803. But it's believed that there were a number of burials before that time. Thinking of those who lived out their days full of toil and trouble, mixed with occasional triumph, makes me think of Ecclesiastes 1, verses 4 and 5. One generation passes away, and another generation comes, but the earth abides forever. The sun also rises, and the sun goes down, and hastens to the place where it arose. As Mom and I walked through the golden glow of a late winter sunset, I was struck by how fast history slips through our hands. During our time together, I asked my mom to refresh some of the stories from her growing up years in South Georgia. And we also talked about the summers with family on her grandmother's farm in Minnesota. She recounted days spent playing together on hay bales, picking raspberries, and eating rhubarb pie. I soaked it all in, realizing that even though there is so much of history that has changed or distorted with the passing of time. There is also beauty to behold. There are stories that form and shape us, events that frame who we become, and circumstances that determine our destiny. As 1 Corinthians 4:7 says, "What do we have that we did not receive?" On a spiritual and a natural level, we can always learn from yesterday while we appreciate today. What do you say we continue to discover, explore, and hold close the moments that count?